Teach a friend to read. Teach your mum, your dad, your bro, or anyone you know.
8 million people in the UK struggled with reading. In Scotland, it is 1 in 4. That's 26.7%. Nearly half the UK prison inmates can't read, but half can. And over 20% of adult Americans can't read.
50% of the UK inmates struggle with reading. But honestly, if you think about it, it makes sense. Because how are you meant to get a job, read road signs? The basic things in life is needed through reading. You can't even use a computer. I mean, it's all words on the screen. Even to log into a computer, you need to read and write to type the login. And in this day and age, computers are taking over. You know how it is. And I mean, you can't even get a job as a janitor or a cleaner when you have to read the products. How are you meant to read it if you can't read? For all they know, you could be washing your dishes with bleach. When I first heard about Teach a Friend to Read, I thought to myself, everyone I know can read. It's a normal thing. And then again, I thought to myself, there was this girl in year 8 at my school who got pregnant and she had to drop out. She never learned how to read. I managed to get in touch with her brother. I gave them a copy and now she's learning to read with 3 kids. It's amazing. Also, there was another guy in my school. He had dyslexia and he went down the worser path. Hard drugs, you know, being a criminal, all that kind of stuff. Not the good stuff where you want to be. I got in touch with his mum and I gave her a copy and now even he's learning to read. Do you know what I mean? My cousin as well, who struggles with some learning difficulties. I gave a copy to my auntie, his mother. Even now he's learning to read. I mean, Teach a Friend to Read is truly, truly amazing and it can really change the world. We just need everyone to get involved, pick up a book and teach a friend to read.
I produced it with a whole load of friends who are, like me, dyslexic lateral thinkers. And that was the magic because we know what it feels like to be dyslexic. We know what the problems are. We know that the little words are the problem. We know that the d and b problem and the horrible p and qu, the spelling problems and endless anomalies and contradictions which are unique to the English language. We know all about them and we were able to solve them because the big magic, the really explosive thing about Teach a Friend to Read is that anyone who can read can teach someone else. And this means we've got thousands of people who've learned to read and some of their coaches have been dyslexic, some of them have had autism, some of them have had absolutely no teaching skills whatsoever, nada, nothing. We've even got 8-year-old kids who've taught their friends in school. The list is endless and it always works. One-to-one is the key. Most people, in fact, learn to read long before school, with their parents reading to them, and we've replicated some of those strategies in our Teach a Friend to Read guide. And it's in book form for 3 reasons. One, because if you can't read, then you will be computer phobic. Just think of the screen with all the blobs and squiggles and different fonts and all dancing around and moving about. There is nothing more horrible than a screen for somebody who can't read and who's dyslexic, believe you me. The second reason is that our guide teaches reading and writing, so the writing practice is part of the process. And writing is in fact an integral part of learning to read. But the third reason is that prisoners are not allowed to use computers. And many people who live in the poorest areas, who are often, after all, the people who struggle with reading, they may not have access to computers. They may not have access to Wi-Fi, and they may not be able to afford the electricity. So that's why we're hoping that everybody is going to pick up a copy of Teach a Friend to Read and either teach someone they know or give it to someone else who knows somebody who can't read. And we're all in this together. Let's crack this once and for all.
It's dead simple. With your help and the Teach a Friend to Read coach book, we can ensure no one leaves prison unable to read and write.
Teach, teach, teach your friend to read. Teach your mum, your dad, your bro, or anyone you know.